Luxury bags carefully handcrafted in China. The viral TikToks from Chinese factory workers, the internet is now in a frenzy over claims that some of the most iconic designer bags are actually born in the
A shaky phone clip captures a leather line in Yiwu, China. Over the hiss of industrial sewing machines, a factory worker addresses the camera in calm Mandarin. Hermès will charge you 38,000 USD for one bag.
Hermes will charge you 38,000 USD for one bag. That's because more than 90% of the price is paid for its logo. But if you do not care about the logo, you just want the same quality, same material.
More than 90% of that price is the logo. The leather is the same. The workmanship is the same. If you don't care about names, you can buy this for $1,400. He videos a half-finished Birkin shell that looks exactly like yours, then flicks a Made in France tag sitting loose in a plastic tub. The video is 46 seconds long and already has 8 million views. The hashtag number Hermes exposed screams up the trending list, and two celebrity megaphonists Cardi B and Kylie Jenner aim hundreds of millions of eyeballs straight at the one French brand most people thought was untouchable. Within hours, Reddit geodetectives triangulate roof vents and window grids and pin the workshop to Zhejiang province. Comment sections explode with red arrows, satellite screenshots, and wild annotations. Probable OEM line, customs exit, truck bay for high-value goods, copycat leaks follow. One factory owner brags his plant has produced 80% of the world's luxury bags for 54 years. Another waves Vuitton monogram sheets and Prada triangle templates like playing cards. But the story morphs from routine counterfeit chatter into an industrial thriller when those Chinese manufacturers file a countersuit. Instead of just denying fake bag production, they drop a legal grenade. Hermès has been quietly outsourcing major stages of Birkin and Kylie production to Chinese factories, then shipping the shells back to France for finishing touches and that coveted Made in France stamp. Let that sink in. For decades, customers forked over $10, $20, even $100,000 for French craftsmanship. If the allegations stick, the entire myth hand-stitched artisanship, Parisian romance turns out to be a passport stamp and a marketing budget. Hermès responds by suing first, painting itself as the noble protector of artistry, but the countersuit flips the plot. Suddenly, the luxury titan isn't just fighting knockoffs. It's defending the very soul of its brand against claims of consumer fraud, international labeling violations, and industrial hypocrisy. To understand the fallout, you need the lore. In 1984, Hermès chief Jean-Louis Dumas finds himself seated next to Anglo-French singer-actress Jane Birkin on an Air France flight. She complains her straw tote spills everything. Dumas grabs an air sickness bag, sketches a rectangular holdall with a flap and two rolled handles, and promises to make her the perfect carry-all. The story is retold so often it's printed on fan blogs like scripture. Scarcity is engineered from day one. Hermès never discloses volume, but luxury analysts estimate perhaps 12,000 Birkins leave French ateliers each year, microscopic beside global demand. Buying one becomes a right. Walk into most stores, ask for a Birkin, and the associate gently deflects you towards scarves or sandals. Build purchase history, show loyalty. Maybe, months later you'll get the whisper, "We have something special in the back." That hush-hush system turbocharges resale value. Auction houses track Birkins like bullion. Wealth managers cite 14% yearly appreciation. A 2022 Credit Suisse note even called them portable alternative assets. Hand-stitched French artistry plus artificial rarity equals bulletproof prestige. The countersuit threatens to snap that equation in half. If significant assembly happens in a Shenzhen suburb, not a stone atelier in Saint-Junien, France, the legend collapses like a soufflé in humidity. Enter Belcalis Almanzar Cardi B, hip-hop superstar, platinum provocateur, and owner of a small Birkin archipelago. She goes live from her closet LED shelves, mirrored walls, rainbow of skins. Holding a rose quartz croc Birkin by its handles, she stares into the lens. Hermès should just show how they make their bags. If everything legit, then it ain't no problem showing the factory, right? Show me the people. Show me the room. Show me the stitches. She hashtags number show me the stitch, tags at Hermes like serving papers, and drops the phone. Internet ignition.
They were talking about if we could get Birkins for the Hermès store, and there was also saying how we depreciate the value of a Hermès Birkin bag. What the it just makes you want to be like it just makes you want to brag, like, you know who the you're talking to? But no, I'm not even going to take it there.
Fans remix her rant over drill beats. TikTok comedians lip sync while waving knockoffs. Labor activists layer wage charts under her audio. Google searches for Birkin Factory China leapfrog how to buy Bitcoin. Cardi's superpower is turning outrage into omnipresence. Breakfast television bleeps her, quote, finance podcasts dissect her like a market index. In a single weekend, she drags the story from niche fashion gossip to culture war headline. Where Cardi screams, Kylie Jenner whispers. Her mirrored bag vault tour on Vogue racks up 50 million views. Tabloids treat her shelves like stock tickers. Yet she stays radio silent for 3 days an eternity in influencer time. On day 4, she posts exactly one story. A lone matte black Birkin on a marble pedestal, captioned, on pause till we know the truth. Under a fan account, she writes, yeah, I'm not into this stuff right now. I might sell and donate. 4 short lines, billions in implications. Los Angeles boutiques drown in DMs. Can you guarantee French origin? A Beverly Hills reseller calls it a sentiment earthquake. If the world's most visible Birkin addict hits pause, aspirational shoppers slam the brakes. Hermès' bulletproof aura suddenly looks spray paint thin. Behind the glam, hard metrics sag. Hermès posts weaker than expected first quarter revenue. Asia Pacific sales, ex-Japan, inch up 1.2% analysts, predicted 4. Photos of half-empty Hermès storefronts in Chengdu and Dallas circulate on X. A leaked internal memo claims, we're letting first-time clients buy Birkins instead of enforcing purchase history gauntlets, a canary in the coal mine signal if there ever was one. What's the fix? A May 1 price hike on almost every product category. Raise prices while demand wobbles, critics call it spritzing champagne on a dumpster fire. Luxury whistleblower Tanner Leatherstein reminds viewers that prestigious brands moving production isn't new. Remember Uggs? Once pure Aussie myth, then quietly rerouted to China. Tanner slashed them open on TikTok. Same sheepskin, different hemisphere, bigger margins. Customers felt duped not by quality differences, but by the broken promise. He warns the Birkin fiasco follows the same script, only with 2 extra zeros. His live dissections have become appointment viewing. Chanel, gold-plated brass. Louis Vuitton, stitch counts failing durability tests. When he cuts into a $38,000 Birkin and tallies maybe $600 in total material and labor cost, social trust shatters like tempered glass. Silence is a vacuum. TikTok hates vacuums. Shoppers brandish USB microscopes in Hermès boutiques, zooming into origin codes. Some codes read F for France. Others show I for Italy. A few carry a puzzling Z that sleuths claim means Zhejiang. Associates, trained for hush-hush elegance, freeze on camera. Every stutter spawns a meme. Authentication firms report verifications up 40%. Auction houses quietly shave 5% off exotic Birkin, reserves numerically minor, symbolically seismic. One TikToker compares a $25,000 authentic Birkin with a $200 clone, and his comment section asks if buyers are paying for leather or lullabies. Whistleblowers note Hermès already outsources non-bag items. Towels in Shandong, tableware in Jiangsu, men's shoes in Fujian. Luxury connoisseurs shrug towels aren't status currency. But bags? Bags are the crown jewel. The idea that 20-hour Kelly handles are stitched in the same facility that pumps out OEM dupe shells hits like sacrilege. Luxury's engine is certainty. Scarce, valuable, desired, scarce. Doubt snaps the chain. Bagvest, a tokenized handbag exchange, sees Birkin bids fall 7% in 2 weeks. Chanel Classic Flap searches Leap 13. UBS adds a viral risk premium to every luxury forecast. Macro analysts cite a 2% contraction in global luxury value for 2024, the first dip after a decade bull run. China, once nearly half of global spend, now barely 12%. Gen Z buyers ditch Western designer logos for local labels, touting farm-to-factory transparency. When even Beijing's hype-loving influencers pivot to indie brands that livestream production floors, you know the old guard is wobbling. NYU professor Dr. Lena Gupta calls luxury pricing a narrative premium. MRI scans reveal dopamine spikes higher when buyers believe an item is handmade by elite artisan 7, if identical to a machine-made copy. Kill the story, kill the kick. One 46-second leak can incinerate billions faster than a central bank rate hike. Luxury lives on believable secrecy. TikTok just picked the lock. PR agencies calculate Kylie's 4-word story cost Hermès more lost PR value than a Super Bowl commercial. Her average handbag post is worth roughly $5 million in earned media. Freeze that pipeline and the brand gasps for oxygen. Meanwhile, Cardi's rants mutate into micro-influencer investigations. A beauty vlogger posts a spreadsheet mapping material cost versus retail price. Her audience retention hits 82%, keeping outrage in algorithmic orbit for weeks. The shockwave slams Avenue Montaigne. Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Prada drop artisan reels in sepia lighting. Journalists resurrect 2017 exposés about Italian workshops using undocumented labor at €4 an hour. Eco-activists highlight carbon hypocrisy components ping-ponging continents to justify label math. Niche labels with GPS-tracked supply chains triple sales. Burberry unveils an interactive factory map. Coach sells, made in New York, totes stitched in real time at their Soho flagship. In 2025, quiet luxury doesn't mean no logos. It means full receipts. Retired craftswoman Jean Piccard recalls 5-year apprenticeships and 20-hour Kelly builds 4 of those hours on the handle alone. Your soul lives in that saddle stitch, she says. Yet by 2016 she spotted pre-cut panels arriving from Portugal. We still assembled, but purity was compromised. Edge painter Joao ships half-finished pieces from Porto to France for final rivets. Handle on in Paris, stamp F, job's done. He's proud of his craft, but laughs at marketing spin. The bag is global, not French. Fine by me, just don't lie. Their testimonies blur the border between romantic craft and modern supply chain. The fairy tale and the spreadsheet have been bunkmates for years. Birkin drama isn't new. 2015. Jane Birkin herself asks her name off the crocodile model after PETA footage. She reverses months later. 2021. EU regulators probe price. Fixing on Hermès watches. 2024. U.S. antitrust class action claims. Pay-to-play quotas. Each flare-up fizzled under strategic silence. But now accusers are customers plus influencers louder than cable news. The old playbook may not work. Hermès announces record revenue up 11%, but every analyst's question is identical. Will your audit be public? The CFO repeats, we do not comment on supplier speculation. 7 times. Shares wobble 5% intraday. Bloomberg headline, Hermès beats on sales dodges factory questions. Strong numbers. Shaky narrative and narrative steer numbers. Wall Street values margin. TikTok values receipts. A 500K follower creator cuts open a Kylie live. That single stream pulls more eyeballs than the earnings webcast. Finance finally admits it shares steering control with Gen Z culture and both hands are sweating. In 2019, quiet luxury meant logo, less cashmere. By 2025, it means barcode transparency. Influencers swap unboxing thrills for sourcing explainers. Hashtag number 0 mystery fashion crosses 300 million views. Legacy houses adopt farm-to-table language. Single origin leather. Small batch tanning. Living wage invoices. The ground beneath haute couture tilts toward high-tech accountability. If the Birkin myth crumbles, what about Swiss watches with Asian internals or handcrafted sneakers from robotic lines? Regulators sniff opportunity. Blockchain startups. Pitch tamper. Proof ledgers. University ethics courses. Prep Birkingate case studies. A shiny veneer of perfection may crack across every $380 billion corner of luxury. A Guangzhou sourcing manager named Mr. Liu uploads a 9-minute rebuttal. Outsourcing isn't lying, it's division of labor. He holds blurred purchase orders stamped luxury grade. Mainland viewers applaud skill recognition. Western audiences stay skeptical, and the scandal morphs into geopolitical pride contest. Whose artisanship counts? And why? One shaky TikTok, a Cardi B bullhorn, and a Kylie Jenner freeze have hauled luxury's most guarded icon onto the witness stand of public opinion. If a Birkin might share its birthplace with a $400 dupe, is it still worth the price of a mid-range SUV? Maybe craftsmanship transcends geography. Maybe value lives and dies on collective belief and belief fractures once doubt seeps in. Tell us below, would you still join the waitlist, or has the spell shattered? Your comment isn't just opinion. It's data points that brands, investors, and regulators scrape nightly. A single viral swipe can melt or mint billions. Type carefully, scroll responsibly, and remember every tap of your thumb writes the next chapter in the Birkin expose.